Hello everyone, good morning students. Dear students, in previous class we take and revise a very important chapter of your NCERT exercise, which is perimeter and area. And dear students, we take and solve some important chapter based on them. Okay, now in that class, Jason, we are going to take and revise a very important chapter of your syllabus, which is comparing quantities. Dear students, in that chapter, there are so many topics involved in that chapter. Like in that chapter, we discuss about the ratio and proportion, we discuss about the percentage, we discuss about the profit and loss, we discuss about the simple interest. Okay, dear students, now first of all, we discuss about the first topic of that chapter, which is ratio. Let's see. Dear students, in that chapter, basically we find the ratio between the two similar quantities. Okay, because of we compare only between the similar quantities, not the different quantities. We only compare between the similar quantities now. Yes. So now, dear students, for in that chapter, now we take some questions. Like first of all, the first topic of that question, find the ratio between the similar quantities. If it's just in compare between the two similar quantities, first of all we compare it into the same units. After that, we find the required ratio is very easy way. Okay. So let's see the some important question based on ratio. And your first question is, now let's see what is the find the ratios of the following. uh, the question is find the ratio of the ratio of the following. Find the ratio of the following. Find the ratio of the following. And the first part of this question is what? The first part of this question is what? 16 kg to 220 gram. Okay. Second part of this question is rupees 15 to rupees 60 to 40 paise. Okay. Third part of this question, dear friend, the third part of this question is what? We find the ratios between 35 days to 35 days to 35 days to 26 hours. And last part of this question is what? 45 kilometer 45 kilometer to 150 meters. 150 meter. This is the question here. Dear student, in that types of question, we find the ratios between them. So just I discuss about that. To finding the ratios between two similar quantities, first of all we convert it into the same units. This is the process to solve that type of questions, dear students. Okay, now let's see what is the solution of that question. Now we take and solve the first part of this question. And the first part of this question is what? We find the ratio between them. Okay, so let's see. First of all, we have 16 kg to 220 gram. 16 kg to 220 gram. So first of all we convert kilogram into the gram. Okay, so since we know that in 1 kilogram there are 1000 gram. In 1 kilogram there are 1000 gram. That is the required ratio is what? 16 gram to 220 gram. 16 gram to 220 gram. Now let's see. 16 into in 1 kilogram there are how many gram in 1 kilogram? This is 1000 gram. So here we write as 1000 gram upon this is what 220 gram. So 220 gram write as it is, right? As it is. Okay. Now let's see. Gram cancel to each other. 10 is also cancelled to each other. Okay. So we get what? Upon 222. Okay. Now let's see. 2 1 are 2, 2 1 are 2, 2 5 are 10 and 0. Now we multiply them. So we get as what? 16 into 50 means 16 0 0, 16 5 are 80. Okay, upon this is what? 11. Thus the required ratio is 800 raised to 11. 800 is to 11. Okay, thus in this way you can solve that type of questions. When the topic, this is the question to solve to finding the ratio between two similar quantities. Similarly, we take and solve the next part of this question. Let's see, dear students. Now let's take and solve the second part of this question, which is what rupees, find the ratio rupees 1 rupees 15 to 40 paise. 40 paise. Okay, now let's see what is the process to solve that type of questions. Dear friends, in that question what I do, let's see. Dear student, here we find the ratio between rupees 15 to 40 paise. Okay, so first of all we convert rupees into the paise. So let's see, since we know that in 1 rupees there are 100 paise. That is the required ratio is. The required ratio is what? Rupees 15 upon 60 paise, right as it is. Okay, now what I do, let's see, this is in 1 rupee there are 100 paise, so let's do 15 into 100 paise and we write 40 paise as it is. Now paise is cancelled to each other, 10 is also cancelled to each other, so we get what? 15 upon 4 means 2 2s are 4, 2 5s are 10 and 15 5s are 75 upon 2. Thus the required ratio is 75 ratio So this is the required ratio. This is the required solution of the answer given question. Okay. Thus, dear student, in this way, according to that question, the required ratio is what? 75 ratio 2. Okay, dear student. Thus, in this way, dear student, you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise based on that topic. Similarly, we take and solve the third part of this question. Let's see. The third part of this question, which is what? First of all, we write the given 35 days to 26 hours. 35 days to 36 hours. First of all, we know that in how many hours in one day? There is 24 hours. So we write in this way. We know that in one day how many hours are there? This is 24. In one day this is 24 hours. Now that is the required ratio. That is the required ratio is what? 35 days to 24 hours. That is in one day this is 24 hours. Okay. So we write as 35 into 24 hours upon 24 hours, right, as it is. Hours are cancelled. 24 is also cancelled to each other. So we get as what? 35 upon 1, that is 35 ratio 1. 35 ratio 1. This is the required solution of the given question. This is the required solution of the given question. Okay, dear friends. Now, similarly, dear friends, we take and solve the fourth part of this question. Okay. And fourth part of this question is we find a ratio of 45 kilometer to 150 meter. So first of all, since we know that in 1 kilometer there are 1000 meters, that is the required ratio is what? 45 kilometer is to what? 150 meter, no? So here we write 150 meter. Now, how many meter in 1 kilometer? This is 1000 meter. So we can write 45 into 1000 meter upon. So meter what? Cancel to each other. Okay. 1010 also cancel to each other. So we get what? 45 into 100 upon 15. So 15 1 is the 15. 15 3 is the 155 45. So 3 into 100 upon 15. Sorry, 1. Okay. So we get what? 300 upon 1. Thus the required ratio is 300 ratio 1. This is the required solution of the given question. Okay, dear friend. Thus, in this way, dear friend, we take and discuss the first topic of that chapter, which is comparing the quantities, which is very important for you. So, dear friend, first of all, you revise and do more and more practices of all the questions which we discuss in that class. After that, you can solve each and every questions of your NCERT exercise. Now, dear students, we take and discuss the next topic, of that chapter, which is percentage. Okay, dear students, let's see. We discuss about the next topic, percentage. So first of all, we discuss what is the concept of percentage. Dear student, the meaning of percentage is, let's see. The meaning of percentage. The meaning of percentage is per 100. The meaning of percentage is what? Per 100. Okay, dear students, let's see. The meaning of percentage is what? Per 100. So it means that if we write 1%, it means that it's 1 upon 100. And if we write 5%, then it means that 5 upon 100. Similarly, if we write x%, it means that x upon 100. It means that what? X upon 100. So this is the meaning of percentage. If we have suppose 6 upon 100, it means that we write as 6%. So percentage means what? Per 100 means 1 upon 100 and per 100, and 1 upon 100 denoted as 1%. Okay, dear friends, so this is the concept of percentage. Now we take and solve some important question of your NCERT exercise based on percentage. Let's see. And your question is, find the whole quantity. Find the whole quantity if 5% of it is 600. Now let's see its solution. What is the process to solve that type of question, different? So the concept of is what? Just multiply. So let's see here. So let the whole quantity be x. Let the whole quantity be x. That is, according to statement, 5% of its. That is 5% of x is what? 600 according to statement. Okay, now we simplify them. So we get 5% is what? 5 upon 100 into the concept of is what? Just multiply. Is equal to 600. Now we solving them. That is x is equal to 600 into 100 upon 5. Okay. Now this is we write as x is equal to 600 into 100 upon 5. Now we simplify them. So let's see here. 5 1 the 5, carry what? 1, 5 to the 10, 0. So we get as x is equal to 12,000. Okay, so this is the required solution of the given question. Okay, thus in percentage the concept of is what? Only multiply. Okay, suppose in same as question, if we find, suppose that we find 20% of 2500. Suppose if I ask you question, if find 20% of 2500. Okay, this is the question. You find the 20% of 500. So what is the concept of in percentage? Dear student, the concept of in percentage is just write multiply, the symbol of multiplication. So here we write as means 20% means 20 upon 100, and concept of is what? Multiply what? 2500. Now let's see here. 20 is what? Cancel to each other. 20 is what? Cancel to each other. Now what I get? We get as what? 20 into 25, that is 20, 25 0 0, 25 to the 50. This is your required solution. Thus in this way we find the 20% of 2500. So in this way you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise based on the topic percentage. Now we are going to discuss about the next topic of that chapter, which is question based on buying and selling of an object, means question based on selling and cost price. Dear students, first now we discuss about the problem based on selling price and cost price. Problem based on selling price and cost price. Dear student, what is the selling price and cost price? You know that very well. At which price, at which we sold any object, that is called its selling price, and the price at which we bought any object is called its cost price. There are two conditions are there. Dear student, if selling price is greater than cost price, then in that condition we always get a what? Profit. That is the formula for profit. That is the formula for profit is equal to what? Selling price minus cost price. This is the formula for profit, that is selling price minus cost price. Okay. Second, if cost price is greater than selling price, if cost price is greater than selling price, then in that condition we always get a loss. So the formula for loss is equal to selling price minus cost price minus selling price. This is the formula for loss, dear students. Okay. Now there are two important formulas related to that. First one is profit percent. Second is what? Loss percent. The formula for profit percent is what? That is profit in numerator into cost price in denominator into 100. This is the formula for profit percent. And the formula for loss percent is what? Loss percent is what? Loss is in denominator and cost price in numerator and loss is numerator and cost price in denominator into 100. There are two important formulas related to that. Profit percent. Thus in this way, different profit percent or loss percent both are obtained on the CP, mean cost price. Okay. Now there are two most important formula related to that topic also. First one is selling price is equal to cost price into 100 plus profit percent upon 100, and from there cost price is what? Selling price into 100 upon 100 plus profit percent. Okay, this is one formula. And another one is what? Selling price is equal to cost price into 100 minus loss percent upon 100, and from there the formula for cost price is what? Selling price into 100 upon 100 minus loss percent. Thus there are two important formula related to that topic also. If profit percent is given, cost price is given, then in that condition the selling price will be cost price into 100 plus profit percent upon 100, and when loss percent is given, then we write selling price as cost price into 100 minus loss percent upon 100. So this is the formula for related to that chapter. Now we take and solve a question based on these topics. Let's see. And the question is I buy a TV. Question is I buy a TV for rupees 10,000 for rupees 10,000 and sell it at a profit of and sell it at a profit of and sell it at a profit of 20%. How much money do I get for it? Okay, this is the question here. Now let's see its solution. During that question, I buy a TV. Means cost price is given as rupees 10,000. Okay, sell it and the profit percent is given as what? 20%. We find its selling price. Okay, dear students. Now, just I discuss about the formula for selling price. Since we know that selling price is equal to cost price into 100 plus profit percent upon 100. Now from there we solve selling price is equal to cost price is what 10,000 into 100 plus profit percent is what 20 upon, so 20 is cancelled to each other. Now we get as what 100 into this is what 1200. Okay, sorry 120. 100 plus 20 is what 120. Now we simplify them, so we get what 1200. This is rupees 12,000. Thus, in this way, the selling price. So I get for that TV is 12,000 rupees. So 12,000 is the required solution of the given question. Thus, in this way you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise based on the topic buying and selling of an object. Okay, dear students. Now we are going to take a very important last topic of that chapter, which is question based on the simple interest, and now we are going to discuss about the last topic of that chapter, which is simple interest and amount. Let's see, dear friends. Dear students, very important question. Now the simple interest question based on the simple interest. You know that the formula for the simple interest. The formula for the simple interest is what P into R into T upon 100. And second one is what second formula for amount is what principal plus simple interest. There are two important formulas related to that chapter. So dear students, first of all you learn both formulas related to that topic, and then after you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise. Now we take one question based on that topic. Let's see and solving them. Now the question is, if find amount if principal is rupees 1200, rate of interest is given as 12% per annum, 12% per annum, and time for 3 years. Let's solve it then. Dear friends, we find what amount if principal, rate and time is given. Okay. Now, dear student, first of all we find the simple interest. So since we know that the formula for the simple interest is P into R into T upon 100. So P into this is 1200 into 12 into 3 upon 100. So 20 cancel together. 12 into 12 into 3. 12 12 is 144 into 3 432. Thus in this way we find the simple interest. Now that is amount will be A is equal to simple interest plus principal, that is 1200 plus 432, that is 1632 rupees. So this is the record. Thus in this way you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise simple interest also. Now in this way in today's class We take and revise all the important topics related to that chapter. Now, dear students, first of all, you revise and solving all the questions which you discussed in that class and in your NCRT exercise. Now, in next class, we take and revise some other important chapter of your syllabus. Okay, dear student. Now, thanks to all.